indicated just now, we're crossing into Africa. We are going to Uganda, and we will be talking with journalist and editor at Kigezi News, and that's you, Musinguzi Goodluck. And this has to do about the horrific situation playing out in Uganda. We understand that Uganda's leading independent media group said that it is under military siege after the army chief ordered the shutdown of its newspapers, TV station, and radio outlets. NTV Uganda and Spark TV were forced off air after armed soldiers surrounded the national media group NMG Kampala offices on Sunday. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Where are we now regarding this story and this situation?
Thank you, Julie. Good morning from Kampala, Uganda. I am on the way. That's why I'm in a vehicle. I stopped for the interview. Currently, by yesterday, it's when it was somehow a big talk of the town. Yes, it's not the first time that this company is having trouble with the state. They have been closed before. So it's, I think Uganda as a country, you remember very well the interviews we have heard. I was telling people that for me, the focus, those who were focusing on President Museveni, I was telling them that I wish they focused on his son, General Kainerugaba Muhoozi, who is the army chief, because for the last 5 years, he has been running things from the background, and looks like in this term of office, he is he has come out to take out an active role. So when I take you back to the last elections, Monitor and NTV and their outlets decided that they were going to support the leading opposition candidate, Bobby Wine, and they made sure that all their content was around that candidate. But also they gave a reason as to why. They said that our reporters have been banned from covering the presidency, but they had also been banned from covering parliament. So the tension has been there. And from the side of the media company, I can say their stories they would air. As a human being, I would ask myself whether they would be on the next day. And so there has been a counter warning from each side. For us, some of us, we are not surprised that the closure came when it came, because most people believe it would have come a bit earlier. Because when they started allowing people who were using abusive words, I can't speak here in the local language, here especially in central Uganda, you could see the polarization was there. And the new leader of the media conglomerate, NTV Monitor in Uganda, she's a lady who came, and if you go on her Twitter account, you see some of the things she was ready for a fight. And therefore, for me, I'm not surprised that it came when it came. People have discussed it, but have since moved on, and they know that. And interestingly, also to tell you, not so many months, I think like 2 or 3, the media house was sold. But the Aga Khan sold their interests to some other company, I think with the links from Tanzania or elsewhere. And that company, which bought everything from Uganda and Kenya, looks like they are going to restructure the media. They are no longer, because they no longer make money from the TV, they want to go on social media, take on that. So I think there's been, even in the background, there is some some transformation that's happening after changing owners. But we saw that this was coming.
Okay. We do know that the general, who is the President Museveni's son, has indicated or has asserted growing control in recent months. Apart from banning the media, he has been ordering arrests of politicians and activists. He has confirmed on the platform X that the orders has been approved by his father, that of course is Museveni, who has ruled Uganda for 40 years, and said that these outlets, and I quote, will not reopen without my permission. We also know that Museveni is now 81 years old. He has won another term in January, but many see his son positioning himself to take over. So that is really what is going on in Uganda, is it not?
Yes, it's true. Some politicians have been arrested, but since he became the army chief, he has also arrested army generals, put them behind bars. He came talking about corruption, and especially here, even also in Kampala city, where he has taken over the construction of roads. So his influence. That's why I was saying that the opposition in Uganda should have focused on him 5 years ago, not now. That he's been there in the background, but it's only that now he has taken a lead. So he has arrested people not because of politics alone, not because they are human rights activists, but he's also arresting those who are involved in corruption. And therefore, while he writes those things, or whether it's him or not, because the society keeps confused. By last night, he was saying, so and so has said that I forgive these people and all that. Me as a person, personally, I don't follow these things. They just don't make me fail to sleep or fail to do my work. What I know is that those people who have indicated on their X accounts. So, for example, we have a former minister who I think could have been arrested last night, or she's on the run. The words she was using, I wouldn't use them as a person, even if I'm a media person. So there are people who have said they are willing to fight with him, and they involve in ping pongs of writing, counter writing. They hold interviews in the local languages using other media, because here the media, we have just so many. And so basically the point is true that he has the power, but for me it has not come yesterday. It's been there. And for me, I used to keep telling people, focus on the general. He is the one, look like he's the one running the state. When he was becoming the army chief, there is a document that was written that gave him power over all the security forces. Let me also share this. In this coming budget, which we are going to run in the new term of office, the security forces have gotten the highest budget in our budget, which was read. Now, secondly, they are in construction. They have taken over construction. They are in the construction of stadiums, hospitals, roads. Sorry. And therefore, he's just somebody who, sorry, we have a bout of flu and cough which is moving around in the country, so it's so much. He is going to take close to almost half of the budget. So the power is not so much, and we believe that there are people who are saying they will fight with him until, and therefore we watch how it goes.
Okay, we're going to leave it there, and all eyes obviously on Uganda as the situation unfolds. And of course, it is also a bit disconcerting simply because, the press has been shut down. But like you've
Actually,
indicated,
Julie, I was also wanted to talk about. I think Uganda is going to airlift around 800 South Africa. I mean, 800 Ugandans in South Africa. We are sad that yesterday we lost a Ugandan in South Africa, and therefore that's another talk that is here. Our government has put enough planes that I think they could be airborne coming to South Africa to pick Ugandans. So sad that it happens after what we went through, the apartheid era, when Uganda did so much, and maybe the other parts of Africa.
okay, can I stop you there and ask the presenter tomorrow to perhaps try and hook up with you to discuss that situation? We're going to have to leave it there. We have run out of time, but thank you indeed for your thoughts. Go well and good luck.
Thank you very much.
8:47 a.m. Time for another ad break. When we come back, we'll continue all of our interviews for today, inshallah. Stay with us.